JOKERJOKERtv. How am I? How on my JOKERJOKERtv? No! How on my JOKERJOKERtv? No! How on my JOKERJOKERtv?
Hello, I'm Lady Elizabeth, and I want my JOKERJOKERtv.
How on my JOKERJOKERtv?
Welcome to JOKERJOKERtv.
Episode 88.
Alright, we have an awesome, what is this, the first show in March.
In March, yeah.
Yeah, we actually had a nice spring day here. It was like 88, I don't know what that is in Celsius for our friends around the world.
Was it 88 today?
Oh, no, it was actually 82.
Oh, wow.
82, yeah.
So, and this is, Women's History Month.
Right, yep.
We just started that. It's also, this is sort of a Mardi Gras show.
Right, yeah, because, we had the first day, Ash Wednesday yesterday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my ashes wore off. stuff. I did tell him, hey, listen, when you ask me up this time, just be mindful of this. I'm on Joker TV.
Yeah.
Millions of people are going to be watching.
Yep. So what you saw there at the beginning was how am I supposed to pronounce this? Sahad?
Yeah.
Sahad. Yeah, there you
Sahad.
go. Sahad. I wasn't sure how to say that. But that's our friend Amanda in New Orleans. So I figured we'd start the show off with a little bit of New Orleans flavor.
Yeah, versus the... See, I thought... No, the other name was the one that was hard to say.
What,
Daikaiju round?
Yeah, Daikaiju.
Daikaiju.
So Daikaiju is the band that you were listening to in that video.
Okay, and she was Sahad.
She dances for them when they are doing shows, and I think she uses their music in some of her performances as well. You know, so
right.
It was really cool to see that. They're like a surf rock band. Yeah.
Oh, did you notice, we have the unfertilized eggs in the nest, you know, for Women's History Month.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, okay. You just made that one up.
I don't know
spot,
how much that would be on the open market. 3 of those eggs, you know, out of fresh.
This picture you're seeing behind us, that's the art trails in the backyard, and that's a piece that we've been working on for a while. It's a big giant nest. Like,
yeah.
It's as big as this room, basically, you know.
See, now you got me craving Eggs Benedict.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What we got coming up to start the show off here? We're getting to our mini-series, The Adventures of Ick and Glib.
Yeah, dude, wasn't this is what, number 4? This is number 5. No, this is the last one. No, we got one more after
We have
this,
one
right?
more next week.
Yeah.
And
but you have to watch this one.
Yeah.
In order for the one next week to make sense.
And also next week's Adventure of Ick and Glib is brand new.
Brand new to the entire world. So we're going to be, presenting that.
Well, I mean, I think they've already showed it a little bit.
Yeah, but to our fans for the very first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But so this one's called Nunions. And so it's pretty funny. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah.
Let's take it away.
Hey, Sonny! How come we ain't got no onions?
Because they've been recalled, Max. I threw them away.
Recalled? What recalled? Who you calling a recalled?
The news said they had salmonella. Do you want our customers to get salmonella?
Salmonella? What do I care what genetic disorder they have? I don't care if it was passed down from their mother's side or their father's side, so long as they eat at my diner.
Actually, Max, salmonella is a food-based illness that's spread by...
Hey, pal, I know this conversation about onions looks like onion business to you, but turns out it's nunion goddamn business. Now drink your coffee and shut that wrinkled purse you call a mouth, and don't forget to tip.
Max, we've been here for 10 minutes, and you're already yelling at the customers. Ugh, we'll never survive today.
What do you mean? I yell at customers every day, and Philip brings that dog anus he calls a face in here every day to drink the oil spill that you call coffee. Today is no different.
Hey, you remembered my name.
Shut up, Philip.
First of all, Max, the olive oil I add to the coffee brings out the flavor. Second of all, Philip comes in because he's in a loveless marriage, his wife hates him, and he hates himself. So he comes here every day because the only thing that fills the hole inside of him is the constipation he gets from my coffee and your cooking. No offense, Philip.
No, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head.
Philip, don't do that. Don't cry in my diner. Go home and cry in front of your dissociated wife like a man.
Fine, I will, but not because I wanted to, but because I have nowhere else to go.
And don't forget the tip.
Max, you hurt Philip's feelings.
Fuck Philip. We ain't got no onions.
Max, go take your medicine.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ.
I don't see any signs.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm curious
That was
about
cool.
that one. If that was some protest someplace or.
Yeah, I mean, the computer is from New York, so that might have been some New York stuff there. But yeah, that was pretty psychedelic there.
Heck yeah.
If anybody's watching with headphones on right now, like you really were
Get the full effect.
Yeah, you got the full effect of that one right there. That was like layers and layers of just like, that was pretty cool. I mean, the visuals were layers and layers as well, but so we played that this week to let everybody know that next week Computer will be live in studio performing. So be sure to tune in next week for that. That's going to be awesome as hell.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. So, all right. So coming up next, we're going to be playing a piece from the Grunge Pop Records. This piece is going to be from Royal Distortion. It's called Desert Song. But we had a little announcement that, or we heard from Grunge Pop Records that they're doing something special with the Barbed Wire Dolls, which is another band that's on their label.
Those are really good. They're awesome too.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if you've heard their stuff before, but
And yeah, they've been around for a long time, so they have a history of a lot of great stuff. So, but what they did is they teamed up with Barbed Wire Dolls, Grunge Pop Records, and Barbed Wire Dolls put out an album, and that album is going to be available on their Bandcamp, I think, or on their website.
Right.
And all the proceeds that from the sale of that album are going to help Ukraine children. So
awesome.
if you've been keeping up with what's going on, like there's some crazy stuff, and we really
Now I'm hoping, I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
Right. That they're not going to be giving away like the kids' GI Joes or, like when we were kids, we always got the little tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
That may not be a good idea.
no, it's
I guess stick with the Barbie dolls if you have to.
This is monetary donations.
Oh, okay.
so-
Even better. Yeah.
But I mean,
Maybe some Pampers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's other organizations that are trying to supply food, water, basic necessities of life, because they are just being leveled right now.
Right.
If you watch the news, and so our heart goes out to everybody in Ukraine. We've been watching from the United States,
And we're rooting for you.
We're
Just
rooting
like we
for
did
you.
during the Olympics.
So they are pretty badass.
It's all about beating the Russians.
Like yeah, exactly. Yeah. So fuck the Russians and fuck them up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, see, this is it kind of reminds me of back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, we had that Cold War with the Russians, and all the great movies were coming out. All the good war movies, and the Rocky IV, where we fought the Russian guy. Yeah, that was cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, sometimes bad times bring on good art.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And,
yeah.
Like we all been through a worldwide pandemic, and a lot of the art that we're watching on Joker is from people who created during that time, and with those things in mind, and in the hopes I think a lot of the artists are in the hopes of creating healing, for the world,
Right.
and try to make things better. So
Give peace a chance.
yeah. So anyways, support Grunge Pop Records. They're an awesome record label. They release some really great stuff. We've been playing a lot from them. And let's do a little bit of help wherever we can. And in the meantime, let's watch some Royal Distortion.
Riz.
Tune in to Joker Joker TV Thursday nights at 6:30 p.m. JOKERJOKERtv.com.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for
My name is Morgan of Morgan's Comics in West Asheville, North Carolina.
Awesome. I see you have quite a large selection of stuff.
Well, we are Western North Carolina's first female-owned comic book store, and we have been in operation as Morgan's Comics for 4 years, and the store's existed when I started it 6 years total.
Okay. Now, how has the pandemic affected your ability to create or inspire?
Well, all my artwork that I do, like I just did this print of the awesome comic book Saga, so it's like a watercolor and fine ink pen work, because that comic book is amazing, and if you haven't read it, you should. But they just started releasing comic books again, and that one didn't have any shipping problems, but I do feel like the pandemic literally froze for the first time in comic book history. It made all of the books stop shipping for almost 8 weeks. So while all the businesses had to be closed, they also just sat on my shelf. So every Wednesday, comic books have always come out. And then for 8 weeks, almost 8 weeks, they stayed on the shelves and nothing changed. So that was terrifying. I didn't even take the new release tags down because I was in there by myself and I would play the music, so it didn't feel eerie. But nobody knew if you would survive. But you guys kept coming back. The newest, well, it's hard to say since we sell a lot of products that are bought from people that come into the store. So the newest things that come in are probably our weekly comics, and we'll get trade paperbacks in with those and toys at the same time for the convention. Because it's a toy convention, we brought mostly collections that people have sold to us. So, for instance, this huge lot of toys was one awesome person made. We had a giant bin that he just brought in, and it was full of these toys. And all of these Godzilla and Kaiju and Pokemon, we knew they would do amazing at a toy convention with fellow artists.
Okay. So if somebody wants to find your art and buy some of your products, how can they do that?
We are 600 Haywood Road, so that's West Asheville. Our parking lot is actually right next to the Batman mural that takes up the whole side of the building. So all of those spaces, or you can do roadside parking to come in. We do Instagram, we do Facebook, and you can email us at morganscomicssanctuary@gmail.com.
morganscomicssanctuary@gmail.com.
Got it.
Where are we, Rick?
I think we're at Morgan's Comics. Isn't this the all-female owned comic store?
I think
the
so.
only one in West Asheville.
They sponsored Assembly Required.
Oh my God, yeah, that was an awesome comic show.
All right, let's check it out.
We are here in the Morgan comic store.
Yep, Morgan's Comics.
Morgan's Comics, awesome. So how long have you guys been in business?
Well, the store's been standing for close to 7 years, but Morgan has owned it herself for the past 4 years. That made her the very first female-owned comic book store, independently owned in Western North Carolina. And her husband does work here now. He used to be the postman on this route. That's how they met. It was really, really sweet. And now he's here full-time. And yeah.
Awesome. So, on a serious note, how has the pandemic affected, operations?
Well, it did get a little hard, I expect. I don't know all of the numbers and everything because, Matt and Morgan, they run the place, but I do know that it got a little hard because we did have to shut the doors. However, Matt and Morgan did something very special during the whole lockdown when the doors were closed, which were called herograms. So they would receive orders online on the phone, and then they would drive out to the house with the purchases. They'd knock on the door and then run away, but then they would stand in the person's yard or close by so that they could be seen and do a little song and sing a little song, do a little dance, and that would help brighten their day and bring cheer to folks when we were at the most scary part of the pandemic. And not only that, but they were doing Facebook Lives pretty much every day, I think. And they would be talking to the folks, letting them know that the store was still here for them and letting them see around. And at the end, they would read children's books too. So it helped brighten a lot of people's day, I think.
Now, if somebody's in the West Asheville area, how do they find the store? What's your address over here? How can they... Or if they want to buy something online, is there a possibility of doing that also?
Yes. So we are located on 600 Haywood Road. We're right across from the Family Dollar and very close to Sunny Point Cafe. And we do have an online website. It's just morganscomics.com. And we are also on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us all there. And on the Facebook, we offer many updates about events we've got going on. We have Pokemon every Wednesday, every Thursday we have Magic, and 6 to 10 we have board game nights on Saturday.
Awesome. Okay, so what are some of the things that you guys offer?
So here at the Nerd Sanctuary we offer all sorts of stuff. We've got the new comics over on the walls, and we do have some newer back issues under the other back issue bins, and up here they're going to be like comics from anywhere the 60s to the 90s, and we do older video games. We actually specialize in the vintage, so we've got lots of N64 and NES. We've recently been carrying some Switch games. We have other vintage video games over there, Xbox, PlayStation 2 and 3. We also do Funko Pops, action figures, customized toys, and vintage toys that you probably haven't seen in years, like Star Wars Kenner figures. Got all kinds of stuff here. We try to balance it between being friendly for children and friendly for adults so that everybody can feel excited to come in here and likely find something that everybody's looking for the whole family.
Well, it seems to me that as soon as you walk in the door, you become a kid all over again, no matter what your age is.
That's what we try to aim for sure. That's why we call it the Nerd Sanctuary. Hi, I'm Bridget from Morgan's Comics, and I want my Joker TV.
Yep. Well, funny thing about that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Morgan's Comics was awesome, man.
when I was interviewing Morgan
Yeah.
at the show,
Yeah.
okay, there were so many people there and it was so loud.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I could barely hear him.
Yeah.
And but I thought it was cool, that little helmet thing that she had on.
Yeah, I'm thinking next time I go to a convention, I'm definitely
Yeah,
going
dude,
that route.
I thought that was like one of the like a toy thing type thing, right? You know,
like she was dressing up as a character,
Right, yeah.
cosplaying.
So and then it was funny because and you saw the way when you were asking me questions as we were walking in the store.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was before breakfast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Because we were
breakfast.
going to go to that tasty diner place, almost across the street or something like
Yeah,
that.
if you're ever in Asheville, Tasty
Yeah.
Diner. That's
Because I was craving waffles and ice cream again. And make sure you tell them Joker sent you about the waffles and ice cream.
Yeah, definitely. It's not really on the menu.
Right, but it will be if you tell them I sent you.
If enough people request. Maybe we get them to call it the Joker TV and ice cream and waffle.
Yes, that would be cool. Yeah,
that'd be funny. So thanks, Morgan's Comics.
We did have a lot of fun there.
They were a sponsor of the Assembly Required event that we went to a couple weeks ago in Asheville. We got a chance to, as you've seen over the last couple weeks, we've had a chance to interview a few business owners who were sponsors of the event. We had a few other business owners that we got to, but we'll show those later. And later in this episode, we've got a couple more of the artist interviews from the Assembly Required. And they're all, all of the audio on most of them are, there was a lot of people there. And
right.
So there was a lot of noise in the background. But
right, and I was doing the filming, so it's not like, dude, I know how to use a smartphone.
Yeah.
I did the best I could, so.
I think you did good, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make a good effort of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we got coming up?
Dude, okay, we got the Athens Hip Hop Awards coming up Saturday. And didn't I hear a rumor that we had some passes for you and me to go to?
I think we're going to be there.
So we can shoot some stuff, yeah. So
maybe next week.
I hope to see everybody that's paying.
Yeah. And maybe next week we can announce who won and everything for the people that aren't in the Athens area. So, but yeah, we've been looking forward to that. There was a nomination period and then there was a voting period, and so the show is this weekend. So if you're in the Athens area, make sure you make plans to. I think it's at the warehouse.
At the warehouse, yeah.
Yeah. So. Make sure, and it starts at 6 p.m. I think it is. So make sure you make it out in time to see that.
Get there early,
It's going to be awesome.
Because they're going to sell out.
Yeah. All right. So and then also, we showed the clip from OnlyYoliArt.
That was cool.
They put together if you're in if you're in a collector of toy makers art, or if you're a toy maker yourself, you might have heard about this, but if not, it was the Boys of Toys calendar.
Oh yeah, okay. So all right, inform me of the Boys of Toys.
Yeah, so this is right up your alley, right?
Well, I thought this was for Pride Month, but we're we're
like
into a
all
different month now.
all the different people that you saw there, in the commercial with the calendar, those are all toy makers.
Okay, all right.
So some of them are super famous toy makers, or some of them are.
Now, for all of the toy makers that did the modeling in that, I want you to know that right before the show, I shared that with a bunch of Facebook groups, including, Bears for Beards.
Yeah.
So you guys might have some new fans.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the Bears for Beards want to buy toys.
Right, exactly, yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right, so Well,
I heard some of them are all about the toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so coming up next we have some Verge Bliss. Now I don't know if it was last week or the week before that, we played a piece from an artist called Dindra Bloodbath, and we announced him as Dindra Bloodbath. Now, more recently, Dindra Bloodbath has been changing into Verge Bliss.
Now, yesterday we actually had it as V'ger Bliss.
Yeah, we spelled it wrong.
Yeah, because I got the letters transposed.
Yeah,
so.
I think we got it right now.
Yeah,
right?
it's Verge Bliss now.
Verge Bliss, yeah. So this is a live performance from Verge Bliss, and it's going to be pretty awesome. She does a lot of visual elements to her pieces too. So, and check her out on her links. We've got the links in the description of this video. They do like a lot of different performances like this, some tarot card readings, things like that.
See, I'm all into that. How's the spring going to turn out?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
And who's she picking for the Russia-Ukraine thing?
Oh.
You know?
Well, I know who she's probably rooting for.
Yeah. But I mean, what does the tarot card say?
All right. Well, let's take it away.
All right, so can you tell me your name and your company?
My name's Jake. I'm from Cincinnati, and I run a small toy project called Skull and Void.
Now, how long have you been creating toys?
I've been making toys for 2 years, since around COVID's beginning.
So, how has the pandemic affected your ability to create?
Well, I suppose it I'm a tattooer outside of toy making, so when COVID hit, I had to stop making tattoos for a little while, and then I started making toys at home. So I guess in a way it affected me negatively at first, but then a blessing in disguise, because I started making toys because of that. So it was something to do at home, something to get creative with at home, and yeah.
So if somebody wants to find you to buy some of your artwork, how do they go about that?
You can look me up on Instagram, Skull and Void. Outside of that, I've got a website, skullandvoid@topbigcartel.com. That's my web store. And yeah, you can hit me up on Instagram through Messenger to get commissions done, custom colors of the Doom Tracker figure that I have available right now. And I post updates and prototype photographs on there as well for future toys that are coming out as well. So,
awesome.
yeah.
Now I noticed you sold out on most of your stuff. You do have a couple pieces. What's your latest piece that you have coming out?
So the latest piece that I have coming out is this skull here. It's a video game console with a skull hardwired into it. It has an NES controller. It comes apart in multiple places with magnetic articulation. This is obviously just the prototype, but the resin will be all kinds of fun colors, marble, mix-up colors, whatever. Some solid too, sure. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. Doom Trackers will always be available, and we'll get more characters out as well. But next one's the Skull Doom console.
Have like a big giant glass case in their house somewhere where they got all these toys, displayed, and I mean it's art, it's not just really
now you
toys.
wonder if the people that have those cabinets, where they're keeping all those toys, I wonder if they're like OCD about cleaning them, or if they just have like a maid to do that.
Well, I mean, I can tell you, like, I have some on a shelf over here, and I'm not OCD about cleaning them.
Right.
And so they got like layer of dust on them.
Okay, yeah, which is part of the artwork.
Yeah,
actually,
which I guess now, But I mean, I think most of their cases are probably closed, so they don't get as much dust in the inside, But I don't know.
One of the things that because we've been playing, a lot of these interviews the last couple of weeks since we got back, right?
Yeah.
And I get to thinking about this, right? At least at that particular show.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember. I mean, it was a boring question. I asked the same question to every artist.
Yeah.
In the show, out of the show, wherever we're at, right? How has the pandemic affected your life? Well, dude, at this show, they were all like ecstatic that we had the pandemic because all of a sudden they got to do stuff, and I got to thinking about this, right? We've been talking, well, not we on the show because we don't go political and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I've been hearing and reading a lot about there's a big labor shortage today, right? And people want to know, hey, where did the labor market go?
They're all at home doing their own thing.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I just figured, okay, we had like 8 zillion people die from the Rona thing, and we were like kind of one of the last survivors, right? And then I come to find out at these shows that these people were like, you know something? I am not working in a coffee shop. I'm not doing McDonald's. I am not doing, no. In fact, I'm working from home, and now they're making toys.
Yeah. I mean,
or art, or music, or videos, or whatever.
Exactly. A lot of the artists. Oh, look, Avi's working on something.
Right. Yeah. See.
Working on casting. Ooh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Like I actually been talking about. I want to do a run of figures myself. Like I do a lot of different things with that, but I've been thinking. I want to do a run of figures for Joker because a lot of the animators that we had on, they got some really great characters. And, if we did like a little run of characters from the show, I don't know. You guys, you have to tell me what you think about that.
And then do like a Mr. Blank's neighborhood. Maybe somebody can donate the one of those little Disney monorail things so we can put it around the studio and have one of those sounds and something like that, and it goes in there, and all of a sudden there we are in the Pratt Man world, and we flip over and there's Jake or Rip the Falcon.
I mean, and like a little P-Pop.
Or P-Pop,
like Petey and Pile. I want a little Pile figure. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to all these.
What was that other series that we did? Oh, yeah. Besides Pratt Man.
Pratt Man. There'd be a little Pratt Man figure. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then the Ick and Glib. I mean, a little Glib. The skeleton guy. Maybe a little one of her.
Now, okay. So, all right. So I'm glad you brought up Ick and Glib.
Every time I see any of these shows, like the first thing I think is I want to make a toy out of that.
Right. But okay, so being that you just mentioned Ick and Glib.
Oh yeah.
Right. See, I had a question.
Yeah.
Okay, when first episode when she was Ick and he's Glib, right? And he's in the Skeletor thing. You wonder, okay, she had black hair. Now, today's episode, they are in the freaking restaurant, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if the cook was Glib, and then the blonde-haired chick, she's growing up, and she's like, yeah, something, I'm just tired of black hair.
Yeah.
And then she dyed her hair blonde.
Well, I think what you're missing is there's a bunch of episodes that we're not playing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we could just,
I think some of that is explained on who is who and things like that, and where these other characters
Oh, yeah,
fit
Amber
in.
says, yes, do that on the toys.
Oh, on the toys? Okay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to the others first, of course, but
right,
yeah, but yeah, I really want to do that, So, but yeah, I mean, like to answer your question, I don't know, because I'm not sure exactly, but I don't think they're the same character. I think they're different characters in the same world.
Yeah, but she had the same voice.
Oh, well, maybe it was the same voiceover.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of like my approach better.
Yeah, maybe.
Like she changed her hair blonde and became a waitress.
I'll have to look it up on some of the episodes.
And dude, okay, so Glib.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe he done, wasn't outside so much, so that's why he wasn't so much Skeletor anymore, right?
Yeah.
And he got a job in the restaurant, and he put on the COVID-19, that extra 19 kilos, and he's all fat. And the thing is, he probably so used to working in just, a very small environment with customers, right? Because everybody's paranoid to go out.
Yeah.
That he just kind of got grease all over himself and changed the bathroom name to
Oh yeah.
You
that
know,
was
the
funny.
ship wipe.
Yeah.
You know.
What was it? It was.
Yeah, it was something like the shit wipe.
Ship whitewash.
Yeah, shit wipe wash. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Right, yeah.
All right. So coming up, we've got more interviews.
Carolina Cool Cat.
Now these are let's see, we've got Carolina Cool Cat, Disgustin Justin. Those are the two coming up next, and then we got a couple after that. But these are all the last from. Like, we've been showing these over the last couple of weeks, and there were so many artists. Like, there was a couple we didn't even get to. Like, like a remakes plethora. We weren't able to interview him. A couple other people, but and like Michael Moore's toys. We didn't get them, but
no, I did.
You got a mic?
Yeah,
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
We
We did have a Michael
Didn't we play
Moore's.
that last week?
Yeah, maybe that was last week. But I forget who else we forgot. But because we.
Well, I mean, if we forgot them, I can't remember anyway. But
yeah, that was so. Anyways, this is the last of them this week. So.
Okay, yeah.
But let's go ahead and watch these, and we'll be back in a minute.
I'm Carolina Cool Cat, Grant Saunders, otherwise known as. I'm from Red Oak, North Carolina, which is about 5 hours away from Asheville. It's a very, very quiet place compared to Asheville. But yeah, it's been a great time here.
So how long have you been creating your artwork?
Around 3 years now. I started probably early 2018, just watching other people do it online. And getting inspired by that. I really was not good at it. And around 2020, when Assembly Required happened, I came here and met a lot of nice people that really encouraged me to keep on doing it. And then shortly after that, everything that happened with the pandemic and everything.
So what is your latest piece that you came up with?
Oh, okay. Right here is my latest piece. It's around a 5.5-inch figure. My main character, Anchor Fist, he's BIOS compatible. I actually technically sold out of these. This is for a buddy that claimed one through another friend that was already here. But this is my new piece, and they sold out this weekend. I was super pumped about that, super flattered and grateful and everything. So yeah, here he is in all his glory.
So how has the pandemic affected your ability to create?
I'd say it was a blessing and a curse in a way, because when it first started, I lost my job at a coffee shop, and then I just started creating, and I really got focused on sculpting and casting, and I got my own pressure pot, and it really, I think, propelled me into this hobby or this art form in a way that otherwise, if it hadn't happened this way, it may not have, So it's definitely been a blessing in that way, but just it's crazy times.
Now, somebody wants to find you so they can buy some of your artwork. How do they go about that?
Right now, I only sell on my Instagram, which is @CarolinaCoolCat. I need to set up a website, but I do a lot of claim sales where I'll let you know ahead of time when I'm about to have a drop, and then I'll post it, and then just people claim. They usually go pretty quickly, thankfully, and it's been pretty cool. So, yeah.
I'm Justin. I run Disgustin Justin Art and Toys. I'm based out of Columbus, Ohio, and I've been creating for about a year now.
Now, what gives you your inspiration?
So primarily my interest is like 70s or 80s fast food mascots and stuff like that. That's kind of like my main thing right now.
Now, how has the pandemic affected your art?
So the pandemic, that was really what got me started in toy making in general. Was the pandemic, everything was shut down, and so I started to watch a lot of videos about toy making, and I ended up designing my own character and everything while in quarantine. So that has been a really it's been hand in hand, the pandemic and me doing toy making.
Now, have you had any issues with logistics in terms of getting supplies or getting your product out?
Definitely. Whenever the snowstorm hit Texas, that was a huge thing for the longest time, and I think it's still hard to now. 65D Smoothcast, which is what I use to make these ones because they're rotocast. I could not get in any form, so that was a real struggle for a long time.
Now, if somebody wants to find your products, to buy them, how can they find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at DISGUSTIN. Here's my card if you want to take a shot of that so people know who it is.
Awesome.
So that's got my links to everything on it. That's how I do a lot of I do a lot of messaging through that. So if you want to get in touch with me, that's how it's going to be best.
Awesome. Well, which one is your latest toy?
So my latest toy is McDoom over here. He's a cross between the old McNugget buddies from McDonald's and MF Doom the rapper. So that's my newest toy. I'm really excited about it, and I want to do a lot more like it in the future.
I like the name of that last one there. The Disgusting Justin.
Disgusting Justin, yeah.
Disgusting Justin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of Garbage Pail Kids because they always had like the weird little name like that, Disgusting Justin or, whatever. So, yeah, we've got, the other day, we had somebody show up at the studio.
Right, that was cool. Yeah, and it's kind of, again, dude, we need the freaking monorail. Because it would have been great, and we could have been like, okay, at Mr. Blank's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And had him. We could have opened the door. It would have been cool if we'd have been ready and had a camera. He was a cool dude, though.
Yeah, totally cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he dropped off a couple things. We will be adding to our giveaways on the next giveaway, which is soon. Where are we at on subscribers?
Okay,
right
yeah,
now?
dude. We're way up.
Like 530 something.
Yeah.
So we're not far from 600. And as soon as we hit 600, we're going to be giving away a bunch of cool stuff.
534, yeah.
Like you can see. Well, you can't see my hand, but the T-shirt that Rick is wearing there.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of those to give away. We got a bunch of copies of the zine to give away, but the zine itself is free. So let's see. I forget.
But we only have a limited number that we actually have here.
Yeah.
That are the official Joker ones. So, when we give these away, they're actually worth a little bit more than the ones that you could get the thing, even though they look about the same.
Maybe we'll color it. Yeah, I was thinking, this is all black and white, so it's like almost like a adult coloring book.
Right, yes.
And it's like, how fun would it be to color in some of these?
Yeah.
So, anyways, but yeah, the zine itself is super cool, and it's a bunch of different artists. I don't know if any of these artists are famous or what, but they
seem famous.
They're really good at what they do.
Right.
So there's poetry, as you can see right there. There's comics. There's just little jokes. Like the one of the first things you see is the rejected Marvel heroes, and like you got Captain America, and his shield has got a big Q on it, and then you got like.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Oh yeah, there you can see it. Yeah, so that one was funny. My favorite was the very middle of the zine. There was a piece. Let's see, who was this? I don't see what the name is right now, but it's a spread. It's like a 2-page spread, and the first one says there are days. Right there, yeah, you can see it. There are days, and then the other one. When the illness wins, and that's just like, man, that's a really cool piece right there.
Yeah, and see, I kind of like that one because it doesn't have a whole lot to read, and you can just look at the pictures, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And then the picture itself's pretty
intense, yeah.
Pretty intense. Yeah, that's a good word for it. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff in here. So these are located.
Oh, that's Sarah Allen Reed.
Oh, nice.
And she's great. Yeah, she is amazing.
Yeah, I really love that piece, and I can see why they put it in the middle, that spread like that. Really like, yeah, that's cool. And so, anyways, these are based out of, I think it was Charlotte. Am I right about that? Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where they're based out of. But here in Athens, they're available at Welk Street Bizarro downtown. I think there's a spot in Atlanta where they're available. And Inks Comics, you're in the chat right now. If you want to just post where they're available, because I forget. I didn't write that down. We were talking about it.
Yeah, plus we were thinking about dinner.
Yeah, yeah, we were on the way to dinner, but so there are a couple different places around the southeast. And if you're out of that area, if you're out of the country or anything like that, just I provided links to the comic. You can see the digital version online, but if you want an actual copy, just contact them. I'm sure they'll work out something. They can ship it out to you.
And I'm sure they have some type of link someplace in case you want to help support them in some way.
Yeah, yeah. So super cool. Thanks for coming by, and we look forward to the next one. It's a quarterly thing, so this is the January episode. So around April, I think it is. That'll be the next episode.
The Easter episode, yeah.
The Easter episode, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then you got the, I guess, hopefully, maybe they'll have a Juneteenth episode. I've heard quite a few people talking about Juneteenth coming up this year.
Yeah, we did. But no, this is July. It won't be until July. So
okay, so that'd be an Independence Day.
Yeah, January, April, July, and October. That's when they
October will be
them.
the Halloween one.
Yeah, so it's quarterly.
Nice.
So every 3 months you'll get a new one. But yeah, support them. A really cool zine. And while we're talking about zines, we might as well mention that later. I think it's I forget the date on that now. But we have a zine convention here in Athens called Fluke. And so if you're in the Athens area, be on the lookout for Fluke. We'll talk more about it when it gets closer to the day. But
right, because all we're talking about now is the Athens Hip Hop Awards.
Oh, yeah?
Coming up on Saturday at the warehouse.
Oh, yeah, that's this
Isn't that
weekend.
this Saturday? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely, and we're going to be there.
Right, definitely, absolutely. Now, the thing is, I'm worried about it, because she said dress formal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But, dude, you see how we dress. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I'll try to come up with something.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something good. Okay, so moving on. We have a couple more interviews from toy makers at the Assembly Required. The last one is, of course, MJC, who is the organizer of Assembly Required. So we talked to him a little bit about, why he started the event and how well it's going. So we'll be back in just a minute.
I'm Andrew Roach. I run Mountain Town Toys, among other things. And
so where are you from?
I'm from Ellijay, Georgia. We're up in the North Georgia mountains, about an hour from Chattanooga, about an hour from Atlanta, about 3 hours from here in Nashville.
Now, I notice you have a lot of different characters. What gives you your inspiration on creating?
Yeah, so I'm mostly doing Golden Age comic book characters and TV stuff, Well, that's embarrassing. Buzz is backwards. Everybody's in resealable clamshells. Everybody's got magnetic joints. I mostly do 50s comic book characters, 40s comic book characters, and early TV show characters. And the reason is that I wanted toys of this stuff and they didn't exist, so I had to make them. I wanted Space Patrol toys, and I wanted, Commando Cody and his evil robot, and like that. Nobody else was making them, so I had to. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to buy some of your artwork, how do they go about finding you?
I'm at mountaintowntoys.com. We're on Instagram. I'm at Treasure Hunt Antique Mall in Powder Springs, Georgia. I'm at Peaches Antique Market in Cobb County. I'm at the Dallas Markets in Georgia. and inside LJ Coffee House.
And how has the pandemic affected your ability to create your art?
I mean, frankly, it's given me more time, but also less access. I've been having a hard time getting supplies, especially resin. The stuff that we're making the toys out of is out of stock all the time. So I'm having to adapt and use new materials and sometimes go without equipment that I used to have shared access to and I don't anymore. On the other hand, last week, 2 weeks ago, we did the grand opening at our makerspace. So now I have a space that we're working with lots of other people to make stuff like this. And every toy I've got here today came out of the makerspace.
Awesome. Now, which is your latest piece?
Buzz Corey, I believe, is our latest piece. We finished him last week. Phantoma might be, but no, I think it's Buzz Corey, based off the TV show Space Patrol from 1950.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm NEOSTALGIA Toys.
Can you tell me how long have you been creating your art?
I've been doing this full time for about 3 years, and it's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. I started working on it maybe 10 years ago, and now I'm able to do it in a full-time capacity.
Now, what gives you your inspiration for creating what you do?
My inspiration comes predominantly from things that I grew up with, and then also things I didn't have. So in a way, I'm creating things that didn't exist when I was growing up. And I also have always been really into how things work and like engineering, and that was the thing I probably should have gone to school for. But so this is a way that I can express the engineer side of my personality to really dive into like how things work and how to like create a product that like works to a certain capacity.
Now, if somebody wants to find some of your stuff, how can they go about it so they can buy stuff from you?
To find me is predominantly Instagram. That's the first place I would send you, and that's NEOSTALGIA Toys, which is on the banner here in the front.
Nice. Awesome.
I'm also on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. And I also have a Discord, all of which you can find through my Instagram profile link.
Awesome. So how has this pandemic affected your ability to create art?
The pandemic oddly hasn't affected it that much, because when it started, I was already in a place where I could do this in a full-time capacity. So as far as my ability to produce stuff, it didn't really change things that much for me.
Okay. Now, have you had any issues with logistics?
Logistically, there have been some small hiccups. Mostly, they're not even pandemic related. They're mostly related to the winter storm that hit Texas last year, I think, and that impacted resin manufacturers as a whole. So that indirectly affected me more so than the pandemic did.
Okay.
My name is Matthew J. Casal, better known as MJC.
And what company are you with?
Well, I represent Assembly Required. I'm the organizer and creator of this event.
Awesome. And what got you putting the convention together?
I think at heart, I'm a bit of a fanboy. So once I discovered the designer toy culture, and I knew that Asheville would love this, and talking to all the artists in the area, they also would love an event like this in their area in the southeast. And a lot of artists didn't like the fact that they had to travel to New York or to California to find a larger event that focused exclusively on this culture. I knew that Assembly Required was meant to happen here in Asheville.
So how many years has this been going on?
This will be the 4th year. Last year we were completely virtual. One of our sponsors, JOKERJOKErtv, helped us really pull that together. This is our return to an in-person event for year 4.
Now, how has the pandemic affected your art or ability to create?
Quite honestly, it actually gave me the opportunity to produce more. I have a 10-year-old son. I have a full-time job before the pandemic. I still have a 10-year-old son. But during the pandemic, I was out of work for 15 months, so I actually was able to produce some of my best work to date. And coming off of it now, I was able to find something more in line with my sensibilities when it comes to work. So it gave me the opportunity to really just get introspective with myself and my work and do more.
So if somebody wants to buy some of your stuff, where can they find you?
Well, if they're a fan of Assembly Required, they can see my hashtag under the organizer event right in the bio. But you can also find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook. The MJC pages are all over. But I think most often people find me through the event because that is, of course, more popular than my art.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Woo, we're a little tiny.
Yeah. So that was that was kind of cool though. You know, talking to all these people.
Yeah, I know. Even asking them the same question every time. You know, like they all answered differently. So, you know, I mean, there was a lot of them that I was surprised had just kind of really got started doing toys. You know, right when the pandemic ended,
Right.
or right before. You know, I don't know. I was really surprised about that. There were that many new toy makers there.
Right, and how many people were there? I mean, and they did a great job making sure everybody was masked up and everything. I mean, especially Saturday. Oh my God, the place was packed.
Yeah.
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 So, cool. But the amazing thing is that so many people were so creative.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just amazed at like just the 3D animations and what goes into making all that stuff. And
I love. I mean, you know, being a toy maker myself, I get a little more view of what's like going on in that world, and I really enjoy that because there's not much competition. It's everybody is really supportive of one another, you know, and we all kind of know we're all you know, inspired by some of the same stuff, and so we're gonna produce some of the same things, and you know, it's not a competition, it's just like, you know, it's fun, and so it's a fun art form because you get to use these pieces of nostalgia to like make new ideas, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
But you know, from my perspective, you know, because that was my first toy convention.
Yeah, first time, yeah.
And so I didn't know what to expect, and it was just amazing. At you know, looking at, I mean, there was something for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And I noticed, you know, like while I was busy working my butt off doing the interview, you keep seeing you playing that one video game. What was that, Galacticon or something like that? Galaga, yeah.
So I was playing that quite a bit. Me and Matt, the guy there at the end we interviewed, we had a little bit of competition, but I didn't realize he has a Galaga game at his house, and so he gets to practice a lot. And he wiped the floor with me, like he just like I could not keep up with him in points. So
yeah,
but it was still fun. I love that game, you know. So,
but hey, if you got some events out there,
let us know.
And maybe you want us to come and cover the show someplace out of town, or whatever.
Yep.
Hit us up. We got Athfest coming up. Oh yeah, this just got released.
Yeah, that was brand new.
Fresh off the presses.
Yep.
June 24th to the 26th.
So
they're gonna go for it again.
Athfest is normally held in June.
Right. Yeah.
Last year, because of the pandemic, they were like, "Oh, let's try to do it in September." I think it was September. Yeah, and it didn't really work out. But this year, they were back to sort of normal, and we're back to June at least. And if everything goes well, we're gonna have.
I don't think the Rona cells can handle the heat that much.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have a pretty blowout show. It's gonna be amazing because everybody's been itching for Athfest to come back.
Oh yeah, but dude, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some like volunteers to help us out.
Oh,
for
yeah,
that
that's right.
event, you know, because we did a great job with the skeleton crew that we had last year at the canceled event.
Yeah, Maria Ramos was there helping us out.
From Ramos Studios, yeah.
Ramos Studios. Fake Zappa was there.
Yep, and then we had Mushroom Mike.
Mushroom Mike. Well, Mike Dyer from Echo Base Records.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came and run all the sound and everything. And who else? Am we forgetting somebody? I don't know. Oh, Brad. Well, Brad from.
We didn't have Colostomy Chris there, did we?
No.
Okay. We were thinking about him though.
Yeah, Brad was there. He was helping film some stuff, so that was a lot of fun. And so this year we're starting to plan what we're gonna do because we just got the announcements, and so pretty soon we're gonna be looking for volunteers to help with filming, help with walking around and interviewing artists and stuff like that. So yeah.
And you notice I did mention a couple of handicap names, right? So if you've got some type of handicap or you're smooth-brained, I think that's the correct terminology now.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on down. We'll see if we can get you a job. Yeah.
So let's see. We got a couple artists that are going to be live in studio here on Joker TV. Starting next week is Computer, which we played.
Today we played them. We're gonna watch them live next week.
Exactly. So I'm really excited about that. And then Titus Waldenfeld, he's gonna be calling in from Germany to be on the show on the 17th. After that, we've got the Dimwats, Charlie Paycheck, and then later on, you can't really see the date behind Rick there. June 30th, we got Brian Belansky.
So now I was thinking about this. Though.
Yeah.
Right. The dude from Germany.
Yeah.
That's going to be on the 17th.
Yep.
You know what happens on the 13th?
No, what?
Daylight saving starts.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be 1 hour ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't know, might work in his favor, actually.
Maybe. We got to see what time it is in his area.
So we're gonna have to give the Greenwich Mean minus plus sign, whatever.
Yep. So now happening this weekend, some of these are in town and some of
Athens
these
Hip Hop Awards
around the world. But March 4th, Tim Hellhouse. This is anywhere. I think he's got a couple different labels releasing his album called Very, so. Whether you're in Mexico, United States, UK, or what was the other area? Canada, I think. He's got labels releasing that album. So you can follow the links in the description that we provided. But check that out.
Remember, it's March 4th, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's in England.
Yeah.
So it's March 4th before it is here.
Oh, yeah?
Right, yeah, like at least by like 5 or 6 hours. So, you might want to jump on that early.
Exactly. In fact, behind us, you can see behind the screens there is some of the artwork from the album cover. He's got this really cool.
See, I keep thinking that's a James
there it
Webb.
is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
See, I thought that was like the scene from the James Webb Space Telescope.
So the one in the middle is, I think, the album cover, and then the ones on the side, those are previous album covers. Like you see Lost down there in the right-hand corner.
Okay.
That was, I think, the last album he put out, which was a fundraiser for mental health. And then, so this album, Very, is that picture there in the middle, so.
Okay.
So then we got, March 4th, a Cozy Bar show featuring Incest Twins, Null, and I don't know how to say that.
The
Pierres. There you go.
Yeah.
And then March 5th, Athens Hip Hop Awards at the Warehouse.
At the Warehouse, yeah.
So a lot of cool stuff this weekend. If you're in the Athens area, make sure to try to catch one of those shows if you can. And hopefully we'll get to see you at least the Athens Hip Hop Awards. So,
yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a big show. So, all right, do we have anything else?
Man, what else? We were flipping around. Yeah, dude, what's this thing say end? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look at this thing right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it says end. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, wow.
Okay.
Well, hey, I just wanted to thank the people that helped provide our costumes, Ink.
Oh, yeah.
And the people at the, It's Okay Not to Be Okay.
It's okay not to be
right. Yeah.
Who was this that put this T-shirt out?
I don't know. It was kind of cool.
I had it. I forget.
Yeah, it was one of the events. But
United,
hey, if you
United We
recognize-
Stand or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the hashtag United We Stand.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. But so all right. Well, that's the end of the show.
All right. Well, we done survived another one.
Bye.
Until next week.
Bye.